All right.
Oh, Annie.
Now we are live. It says live, so I'm assuming we're live. Can you guys see us okay?
When's up? There we are.
Now we're live. Okay. All right, now we're live. All right. So hello, everybody. I'm Steve. Everybody seems to know me already. So we wanted to have a chat like we had been in the past. Perfect. Everybody in the office can see us. So we're set. I want to first introduce our panel today, which the first is Ellie, and I'll let her introduce herself here.
Hi, I'm Ellie. I'm the random voice you've seen on Twitter, and yeah, hi everybody.
And also Jackie.
Hey guys. Oh, it's because he was asking. Hang on. I'm getting like a weird lag. Are you guys seeing me okay?
Yeah, no, I see you okay. There's about a 10-15 second 10-second delay there.
Okay, cool. So I am the one who runs the Instagram account, and I also wanted to remind you guys that I do speak Spanish. So if any of you want to ask your questions in Spanish in the chat, I can read them aloud and answer them for you.
Say that in Spanish.
Okay. Should I say it in my Spanish voice? Para todos los que hablan español, solo quiero decirles que yo hablo español, así es que si quieren hacer sus preguntas, lo pueden hacer en el chat y yo les puedo responder.
Wow.
All right. So today we have a couple of things that we want to talk about. The first thing I will say is we want to hold all questions until the end. After we've gone through everything that we're going to cover, you guys talk to us after that, okay? So first up is Ellie.
Hi, everybody. Okay, first, we've got a couple topics to cover. The first one is the fan clubs and the tier pricing and all that jazz. So you've already seen what has happened, and I'm just going to summarize the changes we've made. Basically, everything is still in your tier except for fan clubs, recorded shows, and uploaded videos. Everything else still counts towards your tier and is part of the tier other than your bounties, bonuses, referrals. Those things are still untouched and as they always have been. The fan clubs are removed from tiers and are paid out at 32%, as are uploaded videos, as are recorded shows. And that's pretty much that. Things can change in the future, but that is how they are right now.
All right.
Cool. What's next, Steven?
So I'm up next with the next thing. Okay. Let's see. 1 second here. Okay. Okay. Sorry. I was turning down my volume so there was less of an echo. The next thing is probably the least popular one, which is us taking the dollar amounts off and giving some more information as far as a little bit less information as far as how much money is in the wallet, but maybe making it a little bit more open for members. I know it hasn't been the most popular decision, but unfortunately, we were getting an issue. The biggest issue that we have right now is that we bring all this traffic in, new members who get ignored by a lot of models. Not finger pointing anybody, but a lot of models do ignore the new traffic. So we spend a lot of money for traffic that is not getting converted. It's not getting the best attention from the models. Unfortunately, it's a habit that we need to change, and this is just one of the ways that we found that we could do it. We are open to hearing suggestions on it, but I guess Ellie's been my voice for me, so sorry. Yeah, so basically we've changed that just so we can have a little bit more interaction with members. Again, something that if you have suggestions on it other than change it back, because I don't think that's going to happen. It looks like this is the way that it is, but we do want to listen to what you have to say about it. So please keep sending those over to us, and we'll give the email address at the end of the broadcast again for you to send anything over to. All right.
Jackie, do you want to summarize that in Spanish really quick?
Hang on a second. I didn't hear that whole thing. Like half of that broke up. So, let's see. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Yeah, for some reason, like mine is lagging longer than everybody else's, I think. So we were talking about, sorry, can you summarize it for me one more time, Steve? I'm sorry, I only heard like a little tiny bit of that.
We're taking the dollar amounts off the page.
Okay.
So there's more interaction with new members. Basically, we're buying a lot of traffic that's not getting attention from the models. And we want everybody, especially new members, to get the royal treatment from models.
Ok, entonces lo que Steve está diciendo es que dejamos lo que tienen los miembros fuera de la página porque quieren que los modelos le den atención a todos los miembros, aunque no tengan dinero en su cuenta, porque esos pueden ser miembros nuevos que pueden gastar dinero. Entonces, por eso es que lo estamos haciendo, porque queremos que todos los miembros tengan la misma atención. Porque a veces lo que pasa es que ellos no tienen dinero en la cuenta, pero sí lo pueden poner si se ponen interesados en una modelo. Así es que por eso es lo que lo estamos haciendo, porque queremos que también ustedes no pierdan dinero tampoco, porque a veces los miembros no tienen nada en la cuenta, entonces las modelos los hacen vean, entonces van los miembros a gastar plata en otro modelo, así es que están perdiendo dinero así. Did you guys hear that okay? I felt like I was breaking up.
Nope, I heard you okay.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. The next thing we have is for you anyways, it's Wheel of Fortune.
Ah, yes. Okay. So the Wheel of Fun, a lot of you guys already know about what this feature is. Basically, let me just show you. This is an example off of one of the other models' bio page that I just want to show you guys because it looks really cool. And this is just to give you guys an example of what this wheel is going to look like. So can you guys tell me if you can see it?
Yep, that's good.
Okay, cool. So basically, members can spin this. You can set a token amount, and members will pay that token amount to receive basically a prize. So, you know, you can blow them a kiss, you can show them your feet, you can do a booty spank, whatever you want to do. The feature has launched unofficially, but we're just trying to work out all the bugs and everything. So once that's done, then we will do the official announcement that we've launched. And that should be within the next couple days or so. So it's going to be really, really soon. And that's all I have for that.
Okay, very cool. The next one is uploaded videos. And is that one mine?
Yes.
Okay. The uploaded videos, they're going really well. We have, I think we just hit 1,000 videos uploaded, and the feature's only been out about a month now. So we've done really well with those. You guys are uploading amazing videos. After a lot of checking internally, we have found that any MPEG video, so basically anything that comes from your phone, from your laptop, from your iPad, from anything, it will be okay to upload those. Each video can be up to 2 gigabytes, and there's a total of 10 gigabytes that you can put in videos.
20.
If you have one that's not there, that's not doing well, just you can remove it and put a new one in place.
There's a 20 gigabyte limit now.
I'm sorry, did I say 10?
Yes.
20. My bad. Okay. So yeah, it's going really well. The members love the videos, by the way. I'm getting a lot of good feedback from the members that they like having the videos. So it's definitely, it's a good way for you to monetize your member base when you're not online. Yeah. All right. The next thing is up for you, Jackie.
Okay. StreamRay versus Cams?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I've been getting a lot of questions from you guys because there are some models promoting StreamRay links as the referral links and some doing Cams. And so some of you are not sure which links you should be promoting. We and this is according to Sagi, one of our managers. He said that we should be promoting StreamRay as much as possible because it comes up in search in Google as opposed to cams.com, which does not. So this could result in more traffic for you guys. So promote your StreamRay links as much as you can. Ellie, what were you saying about putting the reg in there?
Okay, when you do the /reg link, that still only works when you do cams.com/reg/mysexycam or whatever. We're working on getting it working with streamery.com/reg/blah, blah, blah, but it's not quite there yet. So for now, just promote, when you have your link, you use the cams.com/reg/yourcamroom. But you can talk about StreamRay and add it as a keyword, or call yourself a StreamRay model, or all that kind of stuff. So the idea is to get StreamRay mentioned as many times as possible, so Google sees as many instances of it as possible all across the internet and thinks it's a big thing, and then it will float higher in search results, resulting in more traffic. That's the whole magic sauce.
Yay.
Awesome. Okay, now we have Jackie with her favorite subject ever.
Whatever could that be, Steve? So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about, first of all, the makeup contest that we had. I sent emails out to all the winners. I've heard back from about half of you, but I need to hear back from everyone because I'm going to shop for your makeup kits before I send them out to you, and then we can do the consultations that you won. So if you got an email from me, check your spam filter also, because some of my emails might have gone to spam because it's coming from cams.com. So yeah, check your email, get back to me as soon as you can so that I can start shopping for you guys and sending out your kits. Aside from that, the last time we did this, we talked about me doing videos for on-camera makeup tutorials for you guys. So I've shot one. I'm shooting two for you guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do one for beginners and one for advanced, because some of you are really good with the makeup already. So I think since there's varied skill levels, we really do need two separate videos. So once the second one is shot, I will edit them and I will put them up on the cams.com YouTube for you guys.
Sweet. That was easy.
Yep.
And we have a new contest coming, but we are still working out all the rules and everything. So that should be announced in the next week or two.
Yeah, probably next week we'll have it.
And congrats to all the winners of the summer contest. That went fantastic. I hope you guys all had a great time.
Excellent. All right, so I guess now, if there's nothing else, we can open up the floor to questions.
Yep. I see one from Samantha about a member activity widget. Let's see. Some sort.
I wouldn't mind a member activity widget of some sort. That way, if I do horribly in an hour, I'll
daily.
Because it was because of slow member hour. Yep.
Oh, please translate, please translate.
Yeah, I'll translate once you answer the question, Steve.
Okay. Okay, the floor is yours, ladies. And gentlemen, I guess, because there are men in here as well.
I guess.
Don't mean to be gender specific.
Okay, Jaylene did have a question. Scrolling back up. So is it better to try to make the members add money instead of making them spend the money? Well, it's a combination of them all. Basically, there's a little bit of psychology involved. So if you see a guy has like 6 minutes of time left, if you end the show at 6 minutes and he ends with an empty wallet, then he'll have less incentive to come back and refill the wallet. Whereas if you see he has 6 minutes, or just say, hey, look, I'm going to, in my mind, I usually do a 10-minute show. So this is a 10-minute show. So if he starts to run out and he says, oh, wait, then you say, okay, go refill and come back. And you'll wait for him and blah, blah, blah. So he refills. And then when he's ended the show, he still has dollars in his wallet. So he's going to leave the site, but he's going to always remember that he's got money left he has to spend. So he will come back and do that again and again and again. So the trick is not to run him dry. The trick is to get him to refill, and definitely turn on auto refill if it's not yet. Yes.
Indeed, basically it's a good way, a nice way that Ellie just said, of always leaving them wanting more is the best way to be in this business.
Yes. Jackie, did you want to translate?
Yes, I shall. Here we go. Okay. No, I was hearing something from the peanut gallery over there. Ok, entonces lo que están diciendo es que cuando están en un show, si ven que, que el miembro no tiene, que se le van a acabar lo que tiene la cuenta, que por favor, si pueden decirle al miembro que ponga más dinero en su cuenta, porque lo que pasa es que si tienen bastante dinero, cuando terminen en su show, entonces van a tener más dinero para gastar. Así es que... Sorry, I'm here. I'm going to type it too. También la respuesta que estoy diciendo los voy a poner aquí en el chat también. Es que estoy hablando con varias gente. Entonces, lo que están diciendo es que no quieren que se le acabe el dinero en la cuenta. Queremos que ellos agregan lo más posible porque cuando terminen en su show, entonces van a ir a otros lugares a gastar más dinero. Si tienen dinero en su cuenta, pueden decir, ok, aquí tengo más dinero, voy a comprar un custom video de esta modelo que me gusta bastante. Entonces, queremos que tengan lo más dinero posible en su cuenta para que estén gastando y gastando y gastando. And back to you.
Okay, the next analogy was a house analogy. Basically, Jaylene, if I have a house to sell and two buyers, one has an ugly old car and one has a Porsche, who would you, I'm assuming, show the house to? Well, in this case, you're not selling a house. You're selling something that they both can afford. You just don't know how much is in the Honda Civic guy's bank account. So the trick is to get him to come into your house and peruse your wares and, you know, treat him like the Porsche guy, because they might have the same amount of money in the bank account. You just don't know. And yes, the brackets. 1 to 100 is way too broad of a tier. Well, $100, how many minutes does that get? 20?
20 maybe, yeah.
20 minutes. So you're asking us to tell you if there's a difference between 10 minutes and 20 minutes? Like, I don't know. Is that a useful bracket?
The other thing that we want them to do is we want you to encourage them to turn on the auto renew, because then none of this is an issue. None of it makes a difference then, because they're going to constantly auto renew anyways. Once they're in private, they're just going to keep auto renewing. That's kind of the whole point of it.
Jackie, you want to do a translate?
Yes. Entonces lo que dijo ella es que cuando estén en el free chat, que tienen que tratar a todos los miembros iguales. O sea que si el miembro tiene bastante dinero en su cuenta o si casi no tiene nada, tienen que tratarlos iguales, porque lo que pasa es que los que no tienen dinero en su cuenta pueden poner el dinero en su cuenta si están interesados. Así es que están como vendiendo, o sea que si se interesa el miembro, entonces puede poner ese dinero en la cuenta. O sea que si no tienen dinero, eso no significa que no tienen nada, que es una persona que no tiene dinero, solo significa que no hay dinero en su cuenta por ahora. Así es que tienen que estar como vendiendo. Lo que estaban diciendo ellos es que es como vender un carro, que cuando un hombre entra al car dealership, un hombre que tiene un Porsche lo tratan diferente que un hombre que tiene un Honda, pero el hombre que tiene un Honda, eso no quiere decir que es pobre. Entonces uno nunca sabe cuánto dinero la persona tiene para poner en su cuenta. También lo que estaban diciendo es que por favor dile a los miembros que aprenden su auto load. Porque en ese caso, si están en un show y se les acaba el dinero en su cuenta, eso se automáticamente se le viene más dinero, así es que no tienen que terminar el show. Okay.
One thing, Amber, I'm not minimizing the concerns of anybody at all. At the beginning, when I talked about this initially, I'd said, if you have any kind of an idea as to what you want to see, let us know. Not minimizing your concerns, trust me.
Okay, so we have a question in Spanish. They want to know what is the difference between the members in red and members in gray.
Oh, hold on, I can look that up. I think gray has 0 funds currently, but they've refilled their wallets previously.
Ok, entonces los miembros en gris son miembros que no tienen dinero en su cuenta ahora, pero sí lo han tenido en el pasado. Así es que no tienen dinero ahora, pero sí es una persona que sí gasta dinero.
Okay, 1 second, I'm looking at the red.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, what else do we have here?
Okay, red is new prospects. So red, brown, red, whatever you display, is people who are new traffic and who have not signed up or refilled their wallet yet. There's no credit card attached to the account yet.
There is no credit card attached to the account yet.
Right.
Okay. Ok, entonces los miembros que están en marrón son es tráfico nuevo que todavía no han gastado dinero en el sitio.
Okay. Let's see.
Gray, correct, Samantha. Gray are established but currently do not have funds in their account.
Yeah.
Let's see which one do we have next? Which one do we want to do?
Oh, Amber. Sorry, what are you saying, Amber? You guys are seeing established members show up as brown or red? Hello. Oh, okay. Well, that is a bug. Can you please report those usernames to me and let me know? Emma, what is your question? We missed you. What? Do it again.
Kevin's, yes. He was just summarizing what I said to make sure he had it, but he does, so.
Yeah.
Red has funds. Did you guys change your colors? Because you can change your colors.
Okay. Yeah, that's another thing that you bring up a good point there, at least that the colors can be changed. So we probably should use the parlance that they have in there for each one.
Yes, new prospects are brown, and that means that no credit card has been attached to the account yet. So they're the ones who will need a little more hand holding and a little more convincing. However, if you see somebody who's a known member and they're labeled as a new prospect, please send me the username and let me know, because that is a bug.
Connecting the Lush to the page, that's something that we're working with Love Ends right now with, sadly. It's they made a change to their API, and it's wreaking havoc on the page. So it's something we're working on, though. We're working even on getting a secondary company to come in and help us with that. So it's coming.
We have a question from Sebastian. If one of you guys wants to take it, then I'll translate it for him in Spanish.
Let's see. You make a refund of that money, and you take away everything the models won in tips. Many times those tips are given in exchange for very hardcore shows. It's money that we all lose. Okay, so basically what happens with those is it's part of the agreement that we have. After 90 days, we pay unless there's some sort of tomfoolery or shenanigans going on. We pay for record all the minute by minute shows. So anything that's a party chat, nude chat, or private chat, we pay those without a problem. The only thing is we saw that tips it was a way for there to be bad things happening. So we took that out of the equation. Sadly, that when the refund happens, there's not much we can do with those. In a lot of cases, those are people that call their credit card company and they either pretend like they didn't make the charge, or it's just outright fraud. And we do everything that we can to stop that from happening, but it's sadly part of the business, and we have to be very diligent with our chargeback percentage. So we have to keep it under 1%. Otherwise, we can't accept credit cards. And I don't think I have to explain how bad it is if we can't accept credit cards. It's kind of the lifeblood of our business. So that's the reason that's.
Ok, Sebastián, lo que él dijo es que a veces lo que pasa es que la gente busca reembolso de la compañía de crédito y cuando eso pasa no hay nada que podemos hacer porque eso fue la compañía de crédito que le regresaron el dinero. Cuando es por el lado de nosotros sí lo pagamos, pero cuando es el PayPal o si se lo reportan al Mastercard o Visa, lo que sea, por eso es que ellos les regresan el dinero y no hay nada que podemos hacer nosotros. Sí, así es como pasa con tarjetas de crédito y desafortunadamente no hay nada que podemos hacer en contra de eso.
Sweet. We have another one there in Spanish if you want to. From Kevin.
From Kevin, okay. Okay, yellow users. ¿Cuál es la mujer? Para y otra de nuevos miembros. Okay, he's talking about yellow users. Is that? Do we know what yellow users are? Because I can read this a little bit better.
Yellow are bounty members.
Okay, bounty members. So he's asking what's the best way to bring those new members to the page in order to get 100% payout.
Okay, the only way to get a payout is for them to follow the link and then also to make their first purchase in your room.
In the room, okay. Entonces lo que tiene que hacer es que el miembro tiene que usar el link del modelo y tienen que hacer su primer gasto en el cuarto del modelo.
Another thing with the 100% link, those aren't to be used on the page. Those are to be used on social media or anywhere else that's not CAMS. Once they're inside of CAMS, we don't want that reg link being used.
Y también ese link no puede ser usado en la página del modelo. Así es que si el miembro está en la página de ella y ve ese link y le hace clic, a ella no le van a pagar los 100%. Tiene que venir de una de las redes sociales. O sea que si la modelo pone ese link en su Twitter o lo que sea, entonces el miembro le hace clic y desde ahí se va a la página del modelo. Entonces ahí sí le van a pagar los 100%.
Yeah, Twitter link o el link de referenciados. He's asking about that, yeah.
Let's see.
Sebastian, no, the support people always tell us that it is for fraud or stolen cards. Why the other pages don't make reimbursements so expensive? Do these things not happen on other pages? They do happen on the other pages. One of the ways they do it is they manipulate the prices of tokens to kind of cover that. We would rather be upfront with you about everything and be transparent about how that works. I'll let you translate that into Spanish, Jackie, because I think he's asking for Spanish on those.
Yeah, hang on, let me read it. Tell us this word. Do these things not happen on other pages? Okay, I was reading some of the other Spanish ones. Can you tell me again the part about do these things not happen on other pages? Because they do, right? As far as I know.
Absolutely. They happen on the other pages. They just manipulate token prices and do other things that are a little shady to cover that extra cost in there. We'd rather be upfront about what's coming out.
Ok, entonces las otras páginas sí lo hacen. Lo que pasa es que ellos ponen esos costos en otros lugares para recompensar el dinero y nosotros no lo hacemos. Nosotros nomás queremos ser honestos con ustedes, así es que no vamos a decirles que sí les pagamos el dinero y entonces sacarles el dinero de otros lados. Like, where do they tack those fees on, Steve, to get that money back, do you think?
Usually they manipulate token prices. That's kind of,
okay.
I'm not going to point out other sites that do that, but that's what they do usually with that.
Okay.
They basically build a couple cents here, a couple cents there, and they kind of cover it that way. It's pretty dishonest, but it's in my opinion anyways.
Sí, entonces los otros sitios lo que hacen es que les cobran a las modelos en otros lugares para recompensar ese dinero. Y por eso es que ellos aparece que no lo hacen, pero sí en verdad lo hacen. We have an interesting point from Herb Alice, if you guys want to look at that. Giving the guys a score.
Yeah. I'll read it off here so everybody gets it. Maybe you should give the guys something like a score on it that shows how much they spend on the site. Many sites do that, and they'll like it too. Some sites even end up spending for the sake of bragging. Some even spend for the sake of bragging. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, sure.
It's an interesting one, and the management has definitely heard it.
Like a frequent flyer miles.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of something that I'd bounced around earlier, is to have like a frequent flyer mile thing, because of how much I travel. I have, with one airline, I have platinum status, and I just travel with them. That's all I do, nothing special. But they always go out of their way to treat me amazing. So that's kind of what I would like our members to have, that same feeling I do when I fly. So it's definitely something that we're working on. Let's see here.
No, we're not trying to change everybody's mentality. Jaylene, calm down.
What's that?
Jaylene, it's normal for members with more money to be targeted. It is life. It is how life works these days. The more you have, the more people will treat you good. Okay, but you don't know how much he has. A credit card doesn't say, oh, I have $11,000 of credit remaining. It's just he has a credit card tied to his account. So he could refill any number of times and you don't know.
King of the month.
One thing that I do see a question about encoding in OBS. If you have a question about OBS, we do have our Tier 2 tech support team. They are actually really good about it. We're really pushing the broadcast quality right now, thanks to OBS. So if you have questions with it, reach out to them. We do have agents that speak both English and Spanish most during the daytime. During the nighttime, we just have English speaking.
Ok, lo que dice Steve es que si quieren más información sobre el HD Encoding OBS, pueden llamar a nuestro Customer Service. En el día sí hay agentes que hablan español si quieren hablarles. Por la noche no, pero en el día sí.
Steve, we have a question from Tabitha Gold.
What do we have here? My question, what was the reason our earnings column was removed? Will we get it back since many of us have requested it? I can tell you that the earnings portion, because of the tiers, was a little bit squirrely and not showing the right things. So right now it's until we have a solid way of doing that, we don't want to put it back on. It wasn't terribly inaccurate, but we just want everything to be 100% accurate on that, especially when you see those. Sometimes with the tier changes, it messes things up. So unfortunately, not right now. It's not going to come back until we have that ironed out completely. Sorry. And I saw Amber had something about make a king of the month. That's an idea that I've thought of as well.
I think it's a great idea.
That's a really good way of putting it. King of the month would be pretty awesome. They would definitely call that.
Yeah, they would.
Let's see. What else do we have?
Emma's saying something about the percentage payout.
Let's see. We need the percentage payout for the tiered section. Why is it just on bonus section?
Oh, just to show the percent?
Yeah, I don't. The only time that's going to show is going to be awkward and have problems is if you're in the middle of a show and mid-show you go from one tier to the next one. Then it could get a little bit squirrely because we do have 25 minutes of time and this much spend. We don't break it down minute by minute. So it's something that we could do, but probably in a future revision of that.
Emma, was that your only question? No. Okay, ask away. I can read you now. Please keep going.
Okay.
Alice is asking if we're ever going to be able to upload more than 10 videos in the future.
Yes.
Yeah, that's something that this is just the first. We just got this out. It's a brand new feature. As you've seen, everything changes, everything evolves on the site. So at some point, yes, there will be definitely a way of getting more than the 20 gigs of videos or 10 videos up there, for sure.
Nacho Mix saying hi to you, Steve.
Hola amigos, ¿cómo estás? ¿Todo morenos acá? Bucaramanga?
Why is the dollar amount on my broadcaster different from my actual earnings?
The broadcast. Okay, yeah, that's a difference. We're working on figuring that out.
Okay. Hey guys, I'm hearing from the studio over here that we have about a 20-second delay now. Just FYI.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much we can do with those.
Yeah. So Emma, if we're not answering right away, we have a 20-second delay, so we might not be seeing your question right away, but we are trying to get to everything.
Okay, about the broadcaster amount being different, it is different. It's a bug we're working on. It's because the broadcaster is updated at a different rate from the earnings page or display. So one knows what your current tier is minute by minute, one does not. That's why they don't line up, and that's something we're addressing.
Why do we have technical support only by night? There are not people who can work for you. There are maid and girls who work daytime. We never get support, technical support. We do have technical support 24 hours a day, right?
No, we do not.
No,
we don't. Okay.
No, we have, it's basically from 7 a.m. to midnight Pacific Standard Time. Having been in Romania a few times, it is frustrating, I understand. But at the same time, we used to have 24/7 tech support, and the people that were there at night, they weren't able to do much. They basically sat around bored a lot of the time. At first they were busy, and then it kind of petered off after that. But yeah, it's frustrating, but it's the cost of doing business internationally.
The chat color be changed. It's hard to read the gray bubbles and the white bubbles.
Yeah, gray on white is not a great design choice. Perhaps we can figure out another color that is more legible.
We need funny GIFs.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes, Gia, you can customize the colors. You just click on the square, and it lets you pick a new color. Jackie, can you translate?
Yeah, they're just saying hi.
Oh, I don't know if Gia is English speaking.
Yeah, some of the studios are saying hi to everybody. Sorry.
Let's see, what else do we have? We've got
asking for traffic.
Traffic we do have from, none of the three of us are in the traffic world, but of the company, but they have told us many times, and it's very true, that they are doing a lot of new things with traffic as far as purchasing in different places, stuff like that. So we have a really big push right now when it comes to new traffic coming in. That's why we made such drastic changes with the broadcaster. I'll let the people in the office discuss traffic a little bit more, but I can tell you that the change that we made on the broadcaster is in preparation for a bigger traffic push that's about to happen, even bigger than what we've been doing.
Birthday with new members.
It's just so much of it is not.
Yes, having the chat rooms be more integrated, I guess is the word, I think it'd be useful.
The future and the way that we can set up.
Lower cameras there.
Okay, Alice is asking if we're ever going to have a way for them to sell items like panties on the site.
The problem with doing that is we don't have any way, it's like, it would be like eBay at that point. There's some legal issues with selling, especially used underwear. There's also the fact that we can't really control what is being sent out. So if you say, I'm going to send this out and you never do, then that's a chargeback risk as well. So we can find a way, like a middle people to do that, then yeah, it might be a different story.
So Kevin's asking how we determine if a member is fraudulent or not.
We actually have an entire team that scrutinizes every order that comes in, every single order, especially new orders and anything that changes of a pattern. So the reason that we have a low spending limit initially is so we can kind of catch a lot of fraud in advance. If there's a lot of ways I can't give away the Colonel's secret recipe on it, but we do have ways of determining if somebody's connecting from maybe bouncing around different locations, or we have a lot of ways of determining that. But we use pretty high-tech stuff when it comes to that.
Okay. Tenemos un equipo que su trabajo es analizar todos los gastos y todos los miembros para ver si la cuenta es real o no. Pueden mirar, o sea que si el miembro está iniciándose al sitio de diferentes lugares, eso puede decir que el miembro es fraude. Y otras varias cosas así, pero si hay un equipo de, how many people are on the team? There's a lot of people, right? It's like, it's a team.
Oh yeah, no, it's like 20 people.
Yeah, como 20 personas que se encargan de eso, y también por eso es que los miembros nuevos solamente pueden gastar un poquito al principio, porque porque usamos ese tiempo para mirar si es una cuenta real o si es fraude, antes de que se vayan a gastar bastante dinero.
One of the questions on here is Gia is asking if traffic gets cut once you reach the highest tier. We don't monitor traffic, or we don't limit traffic at all. So our traffic that we bring in doesn't get metered, monitored, whatever you want to say it. There is other companies that we do business with because of business agreements. That does at times get cut, but there's not much we can do with that. It's a business agreement that we can't change at this point. So a lot of people will point to Up for it, and that's the biggest one, and they do push a lot of traffic. So we're working with them. All I can say about it is that we are working with them to try and come to a compromise on it, but it's out of our hands, unfortunately.
Community. So Kevin is asking a question about how he can position himself better as a model. So what I'm going to do, and for the rest of you as well, I'm going to put down our Cams Model community email. So anyone with questions can just email us there and ask them. Lo que está preguntando Kevin es que cómo se puede posicionarse mejor como modelo. Entonces lo que voy a hacer es que voy a poner el email de nosotros aquí, y lo que puedes hacer, Kevin, y todos los demás, si tienen preguntas en español que quieren hacer, me pueden mandar un email aquí en este email para que yo les pueda responder después del chat.
Jackie?
Yes.
I actually have a breakdown of how to float up higher on the WAN page right here.
Okay, so if you can give me that, maybe like offline. Yeah, if you can give it to me offline, what I'll do is I'll type it up in Spanish, and then I can send this to Kevin and whoever else wants it. That way I don't have to sit here and like translate it while everybody else is waiting.
Righto. Okay.
Going back to Lexi's point of which the models would prefer to take a smaller percentage during that, definitely something that it's part of what it's part of a compromise that we want to do with them. So just we will definitely we're going to work on it, but to be honest, we're not going to lose money on traffic coming in. It makes no business sense for us. So we'll work on it. We're definitely working on it. Let's see. And Ellie sent over everything to us, so we're going to send it all out to you guys.
Any more questions from you guys? Ladies? Everybody?
I would like to have the option to put my payment on hold or to set a limit. I understand that this option is not available but now, but could at least be implemented in the future? Tabitha's question. I don't know if that's going to cause problems with the payouts, but we'll definitely pass it along. We'll see if that's something that we can do, even if it's a one-off type of thing. Let's see. Yeah, Lexi,
okay.
Just going back to hers, I do know. I've been around a long time, so I know that there's a lot of you that are very loyal, and you would definitely be okay with that. So it's something that we're talking about. We're contemplating it to see what we can do as far as maybe freezing the tier at 35% for all transactions. It's all something that we're looking at as far as up for it. But you're right. 1 penny is better than 0 pennies. Minnie, I thought this wasn't going to happen. I waited so long and got ready to go on.
Hi, Minnie.
We're going to keep this on we're going to actually put it on. We'll put it on the YouTube channel, and then I'm going to rip it and then try and get it uploaded to Cams so you can all watch it after that.
Mm-hmm. And share it with everybody else who missed it.
Yep.
Rules for what, JD?
Cams is shopping plaza.
When Cams is a shopping plaza and each girl's a store, we got to pay a rent, hence 32%. We send a bunch aside to make the rent, but if our business is doing well, we can set less aside for rent percentage-wise and therefore earn more. What?
I think I kind of understand that. I get what she's saying, the basic. Andrea Ine, upfront members disappear after 60% tier. We have a business agreement with them that at 60% with them, we lose money, and we're not in the business to lose money. We have to keep the lights on and pay everybody's salary and keep inventing new stuff for the site. So we can't lose money on those. We're working with the up for it people. I'll just say that.
You just confirm traffic reduction after a certain percentage.
So some of you would like flexibility in your tiers to save your traffic and some would not. Is that what I'm getting?
I mean, maybe if it's like Lexi was saying, where it's you can opt in or out of it.
Yeah. Or step it down or hold to a lower tier.
Yeah.
Just for the traffic.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, we can discuss that. Management is watching this, so they're seeing your feedback.
They are indeed.
Minnie's asking if we can feature the veteran models since she's been on the site since 2003.
Ooh, veteran models. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like it
Been in the war a long time.
Well, I think it would be a really good way to reward, our loyal models who've been with us for a really long time, because there are a lot of them.
That is a cool
idea. Sure. I mean, we could, without going deep into how long they've been online and people starting to do math in their head and guessing ages, we could probably do something where we have banners. We have the rotating images at the front of the page. We could do stuff like that. I mean, that's not something that we don't have any problem with doing.
What's the age average? The members log in to the page and spend a lot.
Good question.
Graphics.
That's market research he's doing there.
Yeah. That's honestly the age of the spending members really depends on the model. And also the personality of the model too. So if you have a younger model who's doing kind of a show where she's a little more creative and pictures of memes and maybe Rick and Morty stuff, things like that, it's probably not gonna attract somebody who's in his 50s or 60s. It just depends on the model.
Oh, Amber, calm down. You didn't miss anything.
Nope.
Video game posters.
Video game posters, please do those. Anything different, anything that's going to make your room, anything that'll make your room stand out is always going to look better. As you can see, I have my movie posters that I have on the wall in my house. That kind of stuff just, it makes your room look different. It doesn't look like a cookie cutter room. So anything that's going to do that is better.
Kevin says sugar daddies like that. I like Kevin.
He's got it going. That's I'm okay with that. Okay, we have, when the tier programs start, we had a chance to stay at the old payout on 32 Forever and to tiers. I think you should give the models the choice. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, if you have the ability to make 50%, it's kind of a goal.
Steve, you're breaking up.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Samantha's giving us.
Yeah, we had that discussion.
Adiós, Panda. Gracias por estar con nosotros. One of the studios is taking off.
Yeah.
And Sam, we had that discussion with management, but we had to take it out of the tier for now. So it is what it is.
Are there any final questions you guys have? We're coming up towards the end here. Another thing that we can say is that if you think of something else that's not after rewatching it or anything like that, you can always email us. We're always here to we're always here to listen to what you guys have to say. It's the feedback we get from you guys is extremely important. So please keep as much of it coming as you can, even if you think it's not going to be received well. We still want to hear it.
Yep. Y otra vez por las modelos y los estudios en español. Aquí le voy a poner el email otra vez. Si quieren hacerme preguntas en español, me pueden mandar un mensaje aquí y podemos hablar.
Okay. Yes, that's actually a good point. That's something that I think we could probably do that, Emma. The ability to watch recorded shows. Let me tackle that next week, and I'll see what we can do on that. I don't think that that's going to be too much of a problem.
Yeah, that was actually suggested in a meeting this week, I think it was. Maybe last week. It's up. It's in the discussion.
What's that?
The being able to watch your own recorded shows. Yeah.
It's something that we've touched on in the past, but we kind of put our focus on doing the videos, the video uploads. So I'll champion that this next week.
Jaylene, new members do get a boost, or new models do get a boost temporarily.
Yes, they get a boost for, I believe it's 60 days, and they have their own new models section, which is a extremely popular section of the website as well. Yeah.
So they're actually in two places, they're on the grid and they're in the lower grid.
Yep, you got it.
Yes, Sam, tags are coming, descriptions are coming, titles, all of that fun stuff is in the works. Notes for members, what do you?
So if you have a member who's from an LVS site or from one of the other sites, the white label sites, you can't leave notes on their account. So you can't, like if it's somebody from Up For It or Adult Friend Finder or whatnot, you can't put notes. You can't, they don't have like a little page where you can put notes in there. Certainly something that we can figure out a workaround for. I don't see a problem with that.
Jaylene has a slightly different point, a boost for not new models, but models who are down, stuck on the 4th and 5th page, just to give them some random traffic.
There's been a couple of ideas when it comes to that. We want everybody to get a chance at it. we're working on something. That's all I can say.
Vivi has mentions putting time zones on their schedules, which is a good idea.
Yes, I recommended that like 3 months ago.
Yeah. Let's see.
Kevin, that is in the email that Jackie's going to send you.
Yes.
Tipping history. So that is tipping history more important to you than overall spending on the site? Would you want to focus more on actual tips? Question mark?
Got it.
Hmm. That's not a bad idea, Emma.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
You can put whatever you want in that case. Overall spending.
Yeah.
That's what I figured. I figured that that would be the most popular part.
Mm-hmm. Because you
What
guys
if we
know
break
who's
it down
spending.
too much?
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was making your point.
Oh. You guys know who spends on you. So you want to know who spends what on the site overall.
Yeah.
Tabitha's asking, will we have more contests in the future? Yes, we are going to have lots of contests for you guys because you like them and we enjoy doing them for you. So
it's fun. It gets us out of our own routine.
Yes.
Right? So
yeah.
we like rewarding you guys for doing awesome work. So win-win.
When we look at our recent visitors or whatever, how much time does their spending history keep? Good question. What on the recent visitors panel, what does that actually mean?
I think there's a number, a specific number of how many visitors can be there. I don't know what that number is though.
No, like it shows their spending amount, but does that mean spent in your room or spent on the site or what?
That's a good question as well.
Maybe somebody who's watching in the conference room can answer.
Instead of us doing that, how about we find the answer and then we'll let you guys know.
We will find out. Great question.
Marine's asking why models who constantly violate nudity rules aren't being banned or at least suspended.
So I get this question quite a bit, and I see all the suspensions that come through. And those models, they do get suspended. They get warnings. They get the same as everybody else. I know I've heard many models say that this site's picking on me. The site is it's not something that we pick on one specific model or any group of models. It's everything that's there. Okay, one more time, because Emma brought it up and I know why she's doing it. But yes, panties are required at all times. That last 2 years ago, we made the rule change where you could be topless. But the trade-off of that was that you had to have panties on. And I know that initially it was that you just have to have your genitals covered. And then the line kept getting pushed closer and closer to the edge. So we just said, you know what, everybody has to have panties on, and that's that. And if there are naked bottoms on, we will definitely work with our audit team to be a little more diligent about those. And Ellie's face was up the whole time I was saying that, so. You're supposed to mime and like pretend like you're talking.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yes, you can send screenshots to me of nudity infractions, but please include the date and the time because we may have already sent them a warning, and if you send it 2 days later, then it just makes people look shit up and it's wasted time. So
it's not good. Yeah.
We need the stream name and the date and the time and what exactly is happening. Thank you.
Yes, Samantha, tech does. The managers of the tech support and CS departments, they all have admin accounts where they can jump in and stop a stream at any time.
So much work. So much work.
What else do we have here? All right, we are at the 2:30 point. Again,
12:30.
We want to keep the discussion going with you guys.
Like, oh my God, we've been in here 3 hours. What?
Oh my God.
It feels like it. No, it doesn't. I'm joking.
Julian's asking why we don't do an automatic ban.
Or a 12-hour suspension, or etc.
That's something that we do based on the way that we audit accounts. It does happen where the manager, it requires two people seeing it. It requires one person seeing the audit and another person confirming it. Once the other person confirms it, it's all automated. Everything's automated. It sends out those responses, and that's kind of how that goes. We'll work with that team to be a little bit more diligent about it for sure. All right. So, wow, these guys have no
mercy.
Done.
Cut them off.
It's enough. Okay, so again, we're gonna. Can one of you guys type the email address in there?
CamsCommunity?
Yes, please. We're going to type the email address out here, camscommunity@gmail.com, camsmodelcommunity@gmail.com.
Good thing you got me there. There we go. Like that?
And if you have
Down
questions
for the wheel. That's a great idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea,
Samantha.
Samantha.
Yeah.
Sorry, Steve, go ahead. Keep
No,
talking.
that's it. That's it. I was just saying what you guys are saying. Same thing.
Yep.
Put away torches.
Bye, Emma.
Everybody be happy.
Amber. Thank you.
Jaylene, that's a goal. It's a goal. It's nice to want things.
Someday. All right, guys. See you guys later.
Okay, thank you all for participating, and hope to see you again soon at the next one, whenever that shall be. It should be soon, though.
Soon.
Mwah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.